Good day everyone, hope you're well. Today we are going to have a look at revision activity 6 which you did in the start of the lockdown. So financial literacy, general ledger and trial balance. Question: Reno Traders, the owner, Pan Pino, has been doing business for 6 months. Reno Traders is a hardware store. Do the following for September 2016. Firstly, we need to open accounts in the general ledger. Enter the balances at the beginning of the month, post the journals to the general ledger, balance the accounts at the end of the month. Prepare trial balance on 30 September 2016. Show folio document numbers. The business uses a markup of 66 2/3 on cost price. So trial balance of Reno Traders on the 31st of August 2016. You need to remember that the closing balances of August will be the opening balances of September. Therefore, this is all of my opening balances in my general ledger. This is the transactions during September, which I will post over to my general ledger. Yes, my general ledger, and then we will do our trial balance right at the end. Right, so first one, capital. Capital will have an opening balance of 363,430 Rand on the 1st of September, which is already filled in, lucky me. Right, so balance brought down will always be, or the folio for this will always be brought down. Details will be balance. Right, and this will be on the 1st of September. I can't remember the year. Let's just quickly have a look in the information. 2016. So 2016 and September. There you go. Right, so now we need to go and have a look. Did we receive any capital? Nothing. No capital columns and no capital in my sundry accounts. Therefore, capital is done. I just need to come back for the balancing, which I will do at the end. Right, drawings. Do we have opening balance for drawings? We do. 18,400 Rand. They've given me the folio already, so B1. I've just written it above capital B1, and then drawings. Drawings opening balance was 18,400 Rand. Remember, opening balance is brought down. Details will be balance. The date will be the 1st of September 2016. There you go. Now we need to have a look. Were there any more transactions with drawings? No drawings column. Drawings. There's drawings. Right, so drawings on the 21st of September to the amount of 7,800 Rand. We need to use that specific date because it's not a total of a column. Therefore 7,800 Rand. Folio, where did I get it from? From my CPJ. It's September, so it will be CPJ number 9. Let's just see if they used months as well. They did not. They used 6. There's no specific reason for that, but I'm gonna do the same 6. Normally it's according to months, but this time around it's not. Right, details will be bank. And this took place on the 21st. Right, I will come back for the balancing. Next one, land and buildings. Right, land and buildings had an opening balance of 204,000 Rand. Right, so land and buildings, 204,000 Rand. It's an opening balance, therefore folio will be brought down. My details will be balance. This will be on the 1st of September 2016. There you go. Then let's see if we had any transactions, if we bought more land and buildings, or if we sold any land and buildings. I can't see anything in my CRJ, and I can also not see anything in my CPJ. Right, so therefore done with land and buildings for now. I will come back for the balancing. Then equipment. Let's have a look. Equipment, we had an opening balance of 28,300 Rand. Remember, equipment is an asset. I forgot to put the signs in for you. I'll do that just now. But equipment is an asset account, and the opening balance will reflect in my debit side. 28,300 Rand folio will be brought down and details will be balanced on the 1st of 2016 September. Right, so equipment is an asset account, therefore the signs will be plus, minus. Land and buildings is an asset, therefore the signs will be plus, minus. Drawings is owner's equity account, but drawings signs is also plus, minus. Capital is also an owner's equity account, but capital signs is minus, plus. Capital will have a positive influence on owner's equity, while drawings will have a negative influence on owner's equity. Reason for that is capital is when the owner puts money in, so their owner's equity will increase. Drawings is when the owner takes it out, so their owner's equity will decrease. Right, equipment. Let's have a look if we had any transactions with equipment. I can see cash received journal. I did not sell any equipment. Cash payment journal. Let's see if we bought equipment. We did on the 4th. We bought equipment to the value of 13,200 Rand. Let's go and fill that in. Right, so 13,200 Rand. I got this from the CPJ6. My details will be bank. And this took place on the 4th. We need to use that specific day. It's not a total of a column. Right, trading stock. Trading stock's opening balance 36,480 Rand. Right, so remember trading stock is also an asset account, therefore plus, minus, and the opening balance for trading stock 36,480 Rand. It's an opening balance, therefore brought down, and my details will be balanced. This would have been on the 1st of September 2016. Right, we would have had more transactions with trading stock. Let's go and have a look. Alright, in my cash receipts journal, I sold trading stock to the amount of 50,280 Rand. So my trading stock will decrease with that amount because my customers would take that trading stock home. 50,280 Rand. I got that from my cash receipts journal number 6. My details will be cost of sales, and my date will be, remember, total of a column, therefore last day of the month, 30th of September 2016. Right, so that is my cash receipts journal. In my cash payment journal, we bought more trading stock to the value of 45,900 Rand. Okay, so my trading stock will increase because I bought more. 45,900 Rand. I got this from my cash payment journal number 6. And my details will be bank. In other words, trading stock is being debited. Where will you find your credit? In the bank account. It's a total of a column, therefore we are going to use the last day of the month. So for the credit side, my trading stock is being credited. Where will I find my debit? In my cost of sales column, which I still need to fill in. Right, I'll come back for the balancing a bit later. Next one, bank. Bank is also an asset account. So plus, minus. It will increase in the debit side and decrease in the credit side. Let's go and find my opening balance. Bank 28,390 Rand, and my folio number B6, they provided me with that, so I'll just write it above my general ledger account B6 as well. Right, my opening balance for bank 28,390 Rand. It's an opening balance, therefore my folio will be brought down. My details will be balanced. I will use the first day of the month since it's an opening balance, 2016 and September. Right, so then I would have spent money and I would have received money. I received a total amount of 91,800 and I spent a total of 89,360 Rand. Made a small profit this month, but nonetheless it is a profit. Right, so I received 91,800 Rand. I got this information from my cash receipt journal number 6. My details will be total receipts. Total receipt, this is a total of a column, therefore 30th. Now I'm just going to take this whole account to the next page, otherwise it's going to look silly. Right, and I spend a total of 89,360 Rand. I got this from my cash payment journal 6, and my details will be total payments. Total payments, right, so this will be last of the month, September 2016. Right, and then that's it for bank. I will come back for the balancing. Right, next one, cash float. Before we continue, cash float is also an asset account, so plus, minus, increase in debit and decrease in credit. Let's go and see if we have an opening balance. Cash float, 500 Rand. Remember, your cash float is your account where you get change for your customers. Okay, cash float, if they were to purchase with cash. Brought down, details will be balance, and this will be on the 1st of September 2016. Right, did we have any transactions during the current month? Let's go and have a look. We did not receive any money in our cash float. You will not necessarily receive any money in your cash float since you are giving away change to your customers. Right, so cash float, there we put money into our cash flow to the amount of 200 Rand. That took place on the 7th. Let's go and fill that in. So my cash float will increase with that amount, 200 Rand. I got this information from my cash payment journal number 6, and my details will be bank. It is not a total of a column, so I need to use the specific date. It took place on the 7th. Right, then sales. Let's see if we have an opening total. Remember, we're in the nominal account section, so things will change a bit now. Sales, it has a credit total of 124,000 Rand. Right, so credit total. Right, so BD becomes brought forward, BF, so brought forward, my details will be total, balance becomes total, works exactly the same, just a different term, 1st of 2016, September. Right, and then we would have had more sales during the current month. I'll go straight to my cash receipts journal, 83,800 Rand. That's a good month. Right, so sales will increase with that amount, 83,800 Rand. I got this information from my cash receipts journal number 6, and my details will be bank because it's cash sales. Sales is being credited. If you want to find your debit, you need to go and have a look in the bank account. This will form part of my total receipts in my debit side. Right, that's it for sales. I'll come back for the totaling a bit later. Cost of sales, let's go and see our opening total. Right, so cost of sales, 74,400 Rand. So cost of sales, I forgot to tell you, sales is an income account and the sign is minus plus. It will increase in my credit side. Where cost of sales is an expense account, it will increase in my debit side. Income will have a positive influence on owner's equity, and expenses will have a negative influence on owner's equity. Right, but cost of sales had an opening total of 74,400 Rand. This will be brought forward. My details will be total, and this will be on the 1st of September 2016. Right, then we would have had more cost of sales as we sold products in the current month. Cost of sales to the amount of 50,280 Rand. Right, so my cost of sales, my expenses increased because I had sales. Right, so 50,280 Rand. I got this from my cash receipts journal number 6. My details will be trading stock. Right, total of a column, so therefore the 30th. So in other words, cost of sales is being debited. If you want to find your credit, you need to go and have a look in trading stock. Let's go to trading stock. I missed it now, trading stock, and there's your credit. Hope that makes sense. Right, so next one, trading license, also an expense, therefore the signs will be plus, minus, and it's N3. So let's go and have a look for an opening total. Trading license 3,100 Rand. Let's go and fill that in. 3,100 Rand. It is brought forward. Details will be total on the 1st of September 2016. Right, during the current month, I can't remember that we had any transactions with trading license. Remember, it's an expense, so you would have paid it. I can't see any trading license transactions, therefore done with trading license for now. Rent income, income account, therefore minus, plus. Let's see our opening total if we have one. Rent income N4 25,000 Rand. Right, so N4 24,000 Rand. 25,000 Rand. I got this from my cash receipts journal. No, sorry, it's an opening total brought forward, therefore details will be total on the 1st of September 2016. Right, so let's see if we received more rent income during the current month. I will go straight to my cash receipts journal. Rent income right there on the 2nd, 8,000 Rand. Nice extra income. Rent income will increase with that 8,000 Rand. Got this from my cash receipts journal number 6. Details will be bank. That's where I'm going to put the money when I receive it. And this took place on the 2nd. Right, next one, wages. I'm just going to put it on the next page. Wages is an expense account, so I'm paying wages, therefore plus, minus, my expenses will increase in my debit side, but will have a negative influence on my owner's equity. Right, so wages, 12,000 Rand opening total. Right, so 12,000 Rand. Value brought forward, my details will be total on the 1st of September 2016. Then let's see if we paid more wages. Wages 1,500 Rand. My wages will increase with 1,500 Rand. It's a total of a column, therefore I will use the last day of the month. Value will be CPJ. Details will be bank since I paid cash with cash. Right, wages total of a column, therefore last day of the month. Stationery is also an expense. Remember, you would buy your pen, use it and throw it away when it's empty. Stationery. Right, so let's have a look at my opening total for stationery. 1,680 Rand. So stationery, 1,680 Rand. Value will be brought forward and details will be total on the 1st of September 2016. There you go. Let's see if we bought more stationery during the current month. Stationery, they provided a column for that. 940 Rand stationery bought. Right, so 940 Rand. I got this from my cash payment journal, CPJ6. My details will be bank. It was a total of a column, therefore last day of the month, 30th. Right, next one, telephone. Telephone is also an expense account. Remember, this is just the bill, the telephone bill, not the actual phone. Therefore expense Let's see what's my opening total for telephone. 12,600. Yo, this people spend a lot of time on the phone. Right. So telephone. 12,600 rand. My folio will be brought forward. Details will be total, since it's an opening total, on the 1st of September 2016. Let's see if we got another telephone bill during the current month. We did, of 2,180 rand. It took place on the 23rd. Right, so telephone will increase with 2,180 rand. I got this from my cash payment journal, CPJ 6. My details will be bank. This took place on, remember we need to use the specific date, it was the 23rd, because it's not a total of a column. Water and electricity, also an expense account, plus and minus. Right, so water and electricity, let's see that opening total, 13,400 rand. 13,400 rand. Right, so opening total 13,400. My folio will be brought forward. My details will be total on the 1st of September 2016. Right, let's see if we got another water and electricity bill. Water and electricity right there on the 5th. Right, 3,040 rand on the 5th. Right, so let's go and fill that in. My expenses will increase with 3,040 rand. I got this from my cash payment journal 6. My details will be bank, since I paid cash. This took place on the 5th. There you go. Right, insurance, also an expense account, so plus, minus. Let's see if we have an opening total. Insurance, yes, 4,800 rand. So 4,800 rand. Folio will be brought forward. My details will be total, and my date will be the 1st of September 2016. Right, then advertising. Well, we're not done with insurance. Let's see if we paid insurance during the current month. CPJ. Insurance. Yes, we did right there on the 15th to the amount of 800 rand. Right, so insurance will increase with 800 rand. I got this from my cash payment journal 6. My details will be bank, since I paid cash. And the specific date for this transaction was on the 15th. Right, now advertisement, also an expense, plus, minus. Let's see if we have an opening total. Advertisement, 2,380 rand. Let's go and fill that in. Right, so advertisement opening total 2,380 rand. It is brought forward. Details will be total. It took place on the 1st, since it's an opening total, of 2016 and September. Then during the current month, did we spend more money on advertisement? Let's have a look. Advertisement on the 8th, alright, to the amount of 1,800 rand. Alright, 1,800 rand. I got this from my cash payment journal number 6. Details will be bank, and this specific date of this transaction on the 8th. Right, salaries. We are paying salaries. People are working for us. It's an expense account, so therefore plus minus. Let's see if we had an opening total. We did 72,000 rand. Yo, they are paying a lot, do they? employees, but it's good. You should reward your employees. Right, so opening total of 72,000 rand. Brought forward. Details total. On the 1st of September 2016. So let's just put it on the next page. Right, and then during the current month we should have paid salaries as well. Right, so salaries to Mbron to the amount of 12,000 rand. It took place on the 30th. Right, so 12,000 rand, cash payment journal 6, details will be bank since we're paying cash, took place on the 30th. Right, so now we put all of the entries into my general ledger. Now we need to balance and total, so I'll quickly do that. Capital is super easy. Remember, your smaller side you need to have a line open. I can see that my debit side is the larger side, so 363,430 total. How much do I need on my smaller side? I need 363,430 rand. That was a calculation. Calculation starts with a C, therefore my value will be carried down and my details will be balance. Alright. This is always done last day of the month, September 2016. Now let's total my debit side as well. I will get 363,430 rand. My debit side equals my credit side. I'm going to make it bold so you can see that that's my total. Therefore, I've done it correctly. So 363,430 rand will be my new opening balance, brought down on the first day of the new month. Right, so on the first day of October. There you go. I'm not going to write the year again since it is 2016. Okay, but yes, I hope you understand. So next one, the drawings. Which side to my larger side, debit or credit? I can see that my debit side is going to be larger than my credit side. You need to leave a line open in your smaller side. Let's total my debit side, 26,200 rand. How much do I need in my smaller side? I need 26,200 rand. Right, it's a calculation, therefore carried down. My details will be balance. And this would have taken place last of the month, September 2016. Let's total my smaller side, 26,200 rand. My debit side equals my credit side, therefore I've not done it correctly. My new opening balance will be 26,200 rand, brought down. Details will be balance on the first day of October, first of the next month. Right, land and buildings, very easy as well. My larger side is 204,000 rand. How much do I need on my smaller side to get to that amount? The exact same amount, 204,000 rand. That was a calculation, therefore carried down. Details balance on the last day of September 2016. Right, total my credit side as well. Debit equals credit, therefore I've done it correctly. My new opening balance will be 204,000 rand. So it's an opening balance, therefore brought down. Details will be balanced on the first day of the new month, which is October. Right, so equipment. I can see that my debit side is the largest side. Let's quickly total equipment, 41,000 500 Rand. How much do I need on my smaller side to get to that amount? Exactly 41,500 Rand. It's a calculation, therefore my value will be carried down. Details will be balance, and this would have taken place last day of the month, 30 September 2016. Let's total my credit side as well. I will get 41,500 Rand. Debit equals credit side, therefore I've done it correctly. My new opening balance for equipment, 41,500 Rand. Remember the value for opening balance brought down. Details will be balance on the 1st of the new month, October. Okay. Trading stock, we need to total the larger side. I will see my debit side is larger than my credit side, and there's a line open in my smaller side. Therefore, if you total, you will get 82,380 Rand. How much do I need on my smaller side to get to that amount? You will need exactly 32,100 Rand. How did I get this? I took 82,380 Rand and I deducted my 50,280 Rand. Right, so my details will be carried down since it's a calculation. Details will be balance. Took place on, remember, calculation always last day of the month, and it's already on the last day, so I'm going to write it again. Total my credit side as well, 82,380 Rand. Debit equals credit side, therefore I've done it correctly, and my new opening balance will be 32,100 Rand. It's an opening balance, so therefore the value will be brought down. Details will be balance. Day will be the 1st and month will be October. There you go. Bank. I can see that my larger side will be my debit side. Therefore, if you total the debit side, you should get 120,190 Rand. How much do I need on my smaller side to get to that amount? I will need 30,830 Rand. It was a calculation, therefore carried down. Details will be balance. Last of the month, already last of the month. Okay, so let's total smaller side as well. 120,190 Rand. My debit side equals my credit side. My new opening balance will be 30,830 Rand. My folio will be brought down. Details will be balance. 1st day of October. There you go. Right, so cash float. Total the largest side, 700 Rand. How much do I need on my smaller side to get to that amount? 700 Rand. It was a calculation, therefore my value will be carried down. Details will be balance. This would have taken place last day of the month to include all of the transactions that took place. 2016 September. Let's total my smaller side as well. 700, my debit side equals my credit side. Therefore, we've done it correctly. My new opening balance for the 1st of October will be 700 Rand. 1st of October. Right, nominal account section. In the nominal account section, remember, if your one side is empty, you are allowed to only total the side that has entries. Therefore, sales, one side is empty. Let's quickly total my credit side. You should get a total of 207,800 Rand. We've done this, so we totaled, we are done. Cost of sales, my credit side's empty, therefore we are allowed to only total it. You should get 124,680 Rand. Done. Trading stock, one side's empty, therefore just total, we are done. Right, rent income, one side is empty, therefore just total and you are done. Right, same with wages. Done. Stationery, Done. Telephone, one side's empty, so you're allowed to only total. We are done. Same with water and electricity. Done. Insurance, one side's empty, therefore I'm not going to waste time by doing the whole thing, so I'm just going to total. Advertisement, same. 4,180 Rand. Salaries, same as well. 84,000 Rand, and you are done. Right, so next we need to fill in the trial balance, and that's basically copying information from my general ledger. First account that we are going to do is capital, and capital's folio is B1. I'm just going to make the headings bold so it is easy to distinguish. Right, so capital B1, let's go and get the balance of capital. So B1 capital had a credit balance of 363,430 Rand. Let's go and place that in my credit side. 363,430 Rand. Right, next one will be drawings. Drawings was B2. And drawings will have a debit balance. Remember, by definition, it will be debit side of 26,200 Rand. Right, so 26,200 Rand. Next, we will have land and buildings. It's an asset account. Right, was B3. Let's go and find B3. B3 debit balance of 204,000 Rand. 204,000 Rand. Right, after land and buildings we will have equipment. Equipment was B4. And it will have a debit balance since it's an asset. So it had a debit balance of 41,500 Rand. 41,500 Rand. Next one was bank. Now, sorry, trading stock. I'm a bit fast. Trading stock, right, so trading stock was B5. Let's go and find B5. Trading stock debit balance of 32,100 Rand. 32,100 Rand. Next one, now we at bank. Bank was B6. Let's go and find bank's balance of 30,830 Rand. Debit side 30,830 Rand. Next one was cash float. Right, cash float was B7, and cash float's balance will be a debit side since it's an asset, 700 Rand. Right, now nominal account section. First one, always sales in a trading business, and sales will be N1. Let's go and find it. Will be a credit total for N1, 207,800 Rand. 207,800 Rand. That's a nice amount. Then cost of sales will be our second one. Sales and cost of sales will always go together, since the difference between the two will be my profit, right? So cost of sales is an expense account. It will have a debit balance. Cost of sales 124,680 Rand. Right, debit total 124,680 Rand. Next one, we had rent income. Rent income will be N3. Oh, I forgot about trading license. Sorry, trading license N3, 3,100 Rand. Let's go and fill that first. Trading license had an amount of 3,100 Rand and it was trading license. Right, the next one will be rent income. And rent income was N4. Right, it will have a credit balance since it is an income of 33,000 Rand. Right, next one was my wages. Was it not? Let's have a look rather before I try to go by memory and make another mistake. Let's go and see what was N5. It was wages. N5, remember, it's an expense, so it will have a debit balance of 13,500 Rand. Right, so let's go and see what was N6. N6 was stationery. It had a debit balance of 2,620 Rand. Right, so stationery. N6, it had a debit balance of 2,620 Rand. Right, N7 was telephone, 14,780 Rand. Debit total, so telephone N7, it had a balance of 14,780 Rand. Let's go and find N8. Water and electricity had a debit balance of 16,440. Water and electricity N8. £16,440. Let's go and find N9. Was insurance 5,600 Rand. N9, 5,600 Rand. Right, N10, advertisement 4,180 Rand. Debit side, so advertisement N10, debit side 4,180 Rand. Right, N11, right there, salaries. Salaries N11, and that's our last one. Debit balance of 84,000 Rand. If you total the debit side, it should equal the total of the credit side. If it does not, then we've made a mistake somewhere. You should get a total of 604,230 Rand. You should get the same for your credit side, 604,230 Rand. Debit equals credit. We've done this activity correctly. I hope this helped you a lot. Have a great day.